From the KATC Weather Lab, here's Eric's forecast.
The never-ending summer just continued out there again today, with temperatures reaching the lower 90s this afternoon under a mix of sun and clouds. Now, we did have one brief shower near the New Iberia area this afternoon. I think maybe a little bit more coverage tomorrow, but if you do get that, you'll be on the lucky end. We're only going 10-20% chance for a stray shower on our Sunday. Then it's just back to more heat and sunshine for the new work week ahead. So let's look at big picture across the 48. We can see high pressure continues to dominate the southeast, keeping us on the high and dry side, but come in around that southeasterly breeze that brought a touch more of that humidity and allowed for one stray shower in some portions of Acadiana today, and we could see a little bit more of that tomorrow. The main story, though, we got some storms moving through the central portion of the country, back through Missouri and up into Iowa. Those getting ready to push into Illinois, bringing with it some severe thunderstorm warnings you can see still active towards the Columbia, Missouri area, and then also back to the west up to the north. We can see that's where fall has actually made an arrival, with some snow making its way in across northern Rocky Mountains. We'll zoom in. You can see Great Falls, Montana, really been getting hit with that, where they're seeing feet of snow during much of our Saturday, and that looks to continue as it is just steady there. Also got some snow in the high mountains of Colorado down there, or that's Wyoming, but you can see that's where the fall-like weather is, and unfortunately it looks like that's where it's going to stay in the meantime. High pressure in the upper levels and the water vapor shows we continue to be under the influence of that. Some drier air is working in, but a lot of that out in the Gulf of Mexico, so no tropical activity in the Gulf of Mexico or the Caribbean. Just looking at some showers along Puerto Rico up into Cuba. Otherwise, not a whole lot going on in the Atlantic. The only thing we're kind of monitoring is this big system out to the east over the open Atlantic. Now it continues to be a major hurricane, 160-mile-per-hour winds, making it now a Category 5 storm. During Dorian as our second Cat 5 storm, and you can see that eye has just become well-defined this evening. Very good circulation and convection all the way around that eye. That has allowed those winds to really get going, as mentioned, up to 160, gusting to 185, making it that Cat 5 storm for the second time this season. Moving to the north at 10, and gradually as it does get into higher latitudes, the waters will start to cool down, so it will start to weaken. Still could be a Cat 1, Cat 2 storm as it brushes by some of the Azorean Islands of Portugal. Then it will turn more of a post-tropical low, but still winds up to 70-80 miles per hour as it heads towards Ireland by late Thursday and into Friday this week. So it does look like it could impact some of those down the line, but the good news is it looks like it's staying away from America. Locally, here's what we're looking at. Clear skies tonight, maybe some clouds working in from the south-southeast, and with that southeasterly breeze tomorrow, again like we saw today, maybe a few isolated showers try the ride up from the basin and push into the area. They'll be pretty much riding up Highway 90, so I think those from Morgan City to New Iberia up into St. Martin and Lafayette Parish will have the chance for maybe a brief shower at some point tomorrow afternoon, but there is some of that drier level air in the mid-levels, so that's what that's going to be fighting. So I think the model might be overdoing this a little bit. So we'll just go a 10-20% chance for a shower on our Sunday. Then moving into the new work week, surface area of high pressure builds over by Alabama. That'll clear us out, so dropping our rain chances down, but temperatures staying on the warm side in the lower 90s. So we'll call it a warm, a little bit of the muggy night with some clouds early. 74 for the overnight low, so back to those uncomfortable overnight lows. And then just summer continues tomorrow. Highs in the low 90s, getting a little bit more humid, and as I mentioned, maybe a 10-20% chance for that stray shower, but I think it's going to be hard pressed to really get those long-lived showers. But if you do get it, count yourself lucky, because it is going to be on the humid side. Feel like temperatures will be pushing the upper 90s, so if you do get that shower, that should help cool it off a little bit, make it feel a little bit more comfortable out there, because it is still very much feeling like early September or late October, not at all like we're heading into the month of October. 91 for your Monday, low 90s continue through the rest of the work week with very little rain chances, so no relief there. Maybe as we go into next weekend and into the following week, we could be looking at potentially a front, but it looks like it kind of washes its way out. So maybe just increases our rain chances and gets temperatures back to normal for this time of year. But you can see no extended real cool down in that forecast. So we're just going to have to continue to wait and wait and wait for fall to arrive.